Welcome back, survivors, to another episode of our cynically awesome Kingdom Death Monster Dreamkeepers campaign. In the last episode, we fought the Butcher, and we beat him hands down. One of our characters even started using his own techniques against him. It was awesome. However, it's been brought to my attention that I've done the Special Showdown and Nemesis Showdown incorrectly. I thought that a Nemesis Showdown was a Special Showdown. But a Special Showdown is something that's really special. It comes in randomly through special events and other equipment or things. These are very rare. Very rare. Nemesis Showdowns, which happen more often because they are designated at required times during a campaign, are not this. Nemesis encounters are essentially forced hunts against a specific monster. So when I look at my settlement sheet, and I check a box, and on that box it says Nemesis Encounter, it means the next fight that you must do is against that Nemesis. Which means I'm already halfway through the next year, because what happens is, we come back from that showdown, we get all of our endeavors, and we go through the settlement phase, just like we normally would. So I've already fought the monster this year. We set up, we return, we get 5 endeavors, we update our timeline, which means we check the next box. We are now in year 5, which means we have to get a settlement event. Open Maw. A large stone face slowly opens its mouth. Survivors prove their bravery by running into it. We can spend an endeavor here and roll any number of d10s and add the results. If you roll any doubles, the maw snaps shut, leaving you trapped in the darkness. You are dead, and no one else may endeavor here this year. I mean, I might actually do that, just for the sake of it. You get a lot of courage. So this is a way to get courage, which is rare to do. So that's our settlement event. And then on this year, we have the event Stained. With one hand balancing the ball of snoring dreamers, the Dreamkeeper deftly snatches a handful of soot moss fluttering in the lantern light. Mixed with the sweat pooling in its palms, a pungent ink coats the Dreamkeeper's enormous hand. It beckons the settlement to gather. If the settlement does not already have it, gain the face painting innovation. The settlement is inked by the Dreamkeeper. And then it asks if our collective cognition is 5. Because we beat the Butcher, he gives us 3 collective cognition. That plus our level 1 Crimson Crocodile plus the prologue Crimson Crocodile is 5 collective cognition. So, we fulfill the requirement. If the settlement's cognition is 5+, a suspicious survivor is repulsed by the acrid smell. Nominated survivor, they gain +1 evasion. Proceed to the 9+ result. So it's a good thing we got that. They will gain an evasion. I think I'll give that to one of our survivors from last time. Let's give it to Jessie, James's partner. So she will get +1 evasion, and we read on. Nominated survivor to linger behind. Watching the Dreamkeeper place its mark on each survivor's eyes, doubt creeps into their mind as their turn approaches. Why would the Dreamkeeper share such a blessing? The survivor drags their heels as they take their place among the stained. They gain +3 Lumi and the knowledge serial code. This knowledge is currently a theory, so it doesn't give us any benefits. And when you depart after the settlement has witnessed the game, gain 1 observation. So for now, that's nothing, but clearly it'll matter much later. So that's the event done, and now we can check our milestones. The milestone that we hit was collective cognition. So we now have 5. We look at our new reward. The comprehensive construction. Gain the forum settlement location. Excitement fills the settlement as they finish construction of the forum. This lantern year, when a survivor gains the knowledge from the forum, they also gain +1 Lumi. And here it is. This is the thing that really blows open this knowledge mechanic. The forum says, during the settlement phase, shuffle the knowledge deck and place 3 cards face up next to the forum. Survivors may gain one of these knowledge cards by spending the Lumi cost listed on the card and returning it to the deck. So, our 3 this year will be Despair 1, Light Whisperer, and tenacity 2. It could be better, but each of these will also give Lumi if we acquire them. Lumi is the resource gained by basically going through your philosophies. And as we just saw, some events might give you Lumi. And we could spend Lumi on other things here at the forum, depending on whether or not we have the collective cognition for it. Right now, all we can do is spend Lumi to add another card onto the forum. But I'm thinking I kind of want to acquire Despair here for free because its cost in the upper left is 0. I want to give this to a survivor just so that it's available just in case they suffer a brain trauma, so that I can advance this to Despair 2. I'll give this to a survivor that I'm going to take next year. I don't want to buy Light Whisper because I don't think it's that good, but I can spend one of the Lumi from James, just take it off his sheet, and use the ability of the forum and add another card onto it. Maybe this time we'll get something better from our deck. And I get Physiognomy 2. That's actually not good because it costs 3, which is way too expensive, and I just had James spend his, so he no longer has enough. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. However, actually, it is possible. What we can do is spend, oh no, we don't have Ammonia. If we had Ammonia, we could spend an Endeavor at the Dreamkeeper to just get 1 Lumi to someone. Can't do it. Unfortunate. Now, none of my characters have courage. So, oh wait a minute, I have Babs. Babs has courage, but Babs is also kind of horribly disfigured from his previous fight. He's immortal, which means all of his damage is brain damage, and he has phobophobia, which means he gets terrified at 0 insanity. Once he hits 0 insanity, he's terrified, which means he's no longer allowed to cancel hits via dodging or any other mechanic, which makes him pretty bad and makes armor useless on him because he's immortal. Very unhelpful. So let's spend this Endeavor to see how brave he is to go into the open maw. But if I could roll high, that would be awesome. 4, 6, 19. 19 only puts me to, you brave the darkness of the mouth for just a moment before bolting to safety. Gain +2 courage. Cute. We can still keep trying to do this, but I got what I wanted. Babs just hit 4 courage, which means he hit his first milestone for bold. Bold. In a single moment, your perspective changes profoundly. Select the triumph corresponding to the current game phase. The survivor can only gain these benefits once a lifetime. So we are in the settlement phase. In this fleeting existence, every moment shared creates meaning. The bonds forged between survivors gives you hope. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. Matchmaker. When you are a returning survivor, once per year, you may spend an Endeavor to Intimacy. That's not bad, but I kind of don't want to take him because his immortality sucks. But we'll see what he gets regardless. A 1. May reroll 1 Endeavor result this settlement phase. So, are you telling me I can try again? So that's that result done. Cool, fine, whatever. I might not ever be able to make use of Matchmaker, but I can have him go back in. Doesn't say that I can't, right? Yeah, nothing says that one survivor can't Endeavor multiple times. It just says that if I roll doubles, the maw snaps shut and they'd be dead. So I'm inclined to gamble. Let's go into the maw again. So I'm going to roll 5, or should I do 6? I'm going to roll 5 dice. Actually, let me check something. Babs also has a lifetime reroll. Is a lifetime reroll the reroll of a single die or the single result? It's a single result, or it's a single die. So actually, I can roll 6 dice here and then pick out the double if there's more than one. Wait a minute, that's it. That's a 9, that's a 5. That's all unique. So here we go, here's 10. Here is 8. Here is 12, 20, 30. Ah, so close, but not good enough. But I could reroll. Do I want to? If I reroll this 1, I can't get it to. Nah, that's too risky. Nah, can't do it. Won't do it. Because getting a double will just kill him, and there's no need to kill someone like that. 30. You fumble through the darkness, grasping for some proof of your brave journey. Something sharp and wriggling comes away from the wall. Gain +2 courage and 2 random vermin resources. Interesting. Vermins, you say? That'll be a crab spider and a crab spider. Interesting. Okay. Not anything that special, but I have an idea. Now, Randy, you have hunger. We can have Randy consume one of these crab spiders to gain observation towards hunger 3. So let's do that. Our survival limit is 6 though, so he hits the limit and otherwise wastes the rest of it, but I think that's okay. We're aiming for bigger things, so greater good. Now, actually, I gotta think. We can try that again. So I'll try that again. Because I still have nothing saying that I can't keep doing it. I still haven't used the once per lifetime reroll or the reroll thanks to his bravery. I could just keep doing this. Okay, that requires that's too much. That requires the event reroll. And then this will require a lifetime reroll. And that is good. So here we have 10, 11, 21, 33. There it is. Days later, you return to the settlement with a strange sword in your hand. Gain the Lantern Sword gear. If possible, you must be a departing survivor this year. Wow. Lantern Sword from the blacksmith? That's endgame. I mean, I knew what I was fishing for, but I didn't think I'd actually really get it. The Lantern Sword here is 353. It's sharp, which means you actually roll 2d10s when attempting to wound. It has an effect called Early Iron, which says if any of your results are 1s, you cancel your hit and end the attack. That's unfortunate. You can only negate that by something else you get from the blacksmith, and I'm far away from that, so no way. But, I mean, I might start using this, right? It's free. Yeah, the effect of rolling 1s is awful, but that's fine. Unfortunately, Babs now has to be one of our departing survivors. So, damn. He's got to show everyone how brave he is. He's actively ruining my plan for who I wanted to bring next year. Alright. All that fun stuff out of the way. We could spend another endeavor on babies. Or at least potentially trying to get babies. Augury. That's a 1, which says you can spend a resource to gain understanding. And I don't have anyone that has understanding, so someone needs to become that person if I want to do that. So, I mean, I guess I might as well. I'll spend the broken lantern we got from the butcher, and that's +1 understanding. One more attempt, same person, actually different person. Someone else, Babs, who I'm taking with me. 1. Spend 1 thing. I will not do it this time. I do not have the resources for it. Okay, that's our settlement phase. I got something out of it. I got a lantern sword and I got the forum. I got some stuff. So, now with that done, I would normally end it here, but because I've totally messed up the video to film thing, this now has to be a double-double. We're going to go fight the Smog Singers. So let me set that up and we'll be right back. Alright, and we are set up. We have Babs with Crimson Folds, Crimson Slippers, Bloody Cloth, and that Crockbone Hammer. He's not looking so hot with low survival, low insanity, Corporalia, Immortal, Phobophobia, and he's anemic. Hey, but at least he's got a lot of courage. Then we have James, and actually I can change his model with something else better. James here is our survivor from before. He's got Bloody Cloth, Crimson Folds, Lantern Sword, I wonder where he got that, Stone Noses, a Founding Stone, and Crocodile Eyes. Other than his brain, he's looking alright. His partner is Jesse, who is decked out, full Crimson set, 2 Bloodglass guitars, Dried Acanthus, and Stone Noses. Then we have Randy. He's got the full Rawhide set and our Butcher Cleaver and Stone Noses. And then we have Jose, our trusty scout with Stoneface Cloak, Bloody Cloth, Bloodglass Dagger, Founding Stone. So, we're ready to begin. The first event. We have a scout event. Roll 1d10. 8. Strange water. The survivors find an ancient stone reservoir. A small stream of cloudy water pours in from above and slowly drains through a hole in the bottom. The hunting party coerces the scout to test the water. The scout reluctantly investigates and rolls 1d10. Oh no. A 10. Delicious! You encourage the others to imbibe. All survivors gain survival up to the settlement's survival limit and heal all injury levels. Well, we didn't have any to go, but everyone getting 6 survival, that's insane. This gives me nothing but options. Congrats, Scout. Alright, let's have the next fodder go. Sudden silence. A ravine opens before the survivors. The ever-present chorus of insects and motes of song are suddenly inaudible. If a survivor has 3+ understanding, no, they insist on a different route. End this event. Otherwise, a random survivor rolls 1d10. If they're deaf, roll -5 to the result. A random survivor. So I even have to decide this randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I know who's who. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Jessie. But now we decide what she actually rolls. I roll an 8+. And 8+ says, the soundless pass leads far ahead. Skip the next hunt event space. If this starts the showdown, you ambush the monster. So that means we skip and then we land on the Smog Singers. We ambush them. There once was a siren that breathed life into the world with its song. Drawn by its music, many came bearing malice and greed. Yet still the siren sang, for empathy was its muse, and from such passions wove its memorable melodies. We are fighting the Smog Singers this year. They are 3 monsters as one. They are quite horrifying creatures, but they have some interesting mechanics. And we'll go over them as we encounter them in the fight. For now, we have ambush, so that lets us go first. We're going to make use of that as much as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jessie runs in, uses her guitar. The guitars are paired, meaning I have 2 on my grid, and when you have 2 paired weapons that are exactly the same, when you activate one, you get to add the speed of the other to your original attack. You're not attacking twice, you're simply taking the second one's speed to the first, and that's 1 attack. So that's 4 dice hitting on 5s. I get 2 hits. That's something. We got the undulating belly slime and the downy belly. The belly slime says its first strike, meaning I have to resolve it first. Opening its mouth in a silent scream, the monster engulfs you in overwhelming smog. Reroll your successful hits from this attack with -2 accuracy. Discard a location for each miss. So 6 was 5s, now it's 7s. I get them both again, so I don't have to discard. Now the Smog Singers at level 1 are toughness 7. My Bloodglass Guitar is Hone 4, and I have an innate 1 strength. So that's 5s, looking to match 7, that's 2s. Let's get that Belly Slime first. A 7, 1 wound off. The Smog Singer started with 13 health. Then we get the Downy Belly. You strike the monster before it has a chance to harden its intestines with air. If you're attacking with a heavy weapon, gain +4 strength. No, not heavy. No, sir. But that's a wound. That's 2 wounds in. Now these guys are kind of harmless, but we're killing them anyway. To show how messed up this is, we have a survivor status called Bloody Hands. Whenever we wound the monster, we feel guilty, and we gain guilt tokens. So we'll see what the guilt mechanic does, because currently we don't know. Moving on, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lantern. Lantern Sword. Hitting on 5s becomes 4s. 1 hit, but the miss is not a 1, so we're good. We have the Soft Back Breast. Excuse me? Well, I mean, we saw the model, let's not pretend. We're adults. Your attack strikes a row of engorged back breaths. Your attack strikes a row of engorged back breasts. Smog flecked with gold particles billows from the nipples. Now that's new. But anyways, for the Lantern Sword we have strength 3 with my innate strength 1. Now, this is sharp, which means I roll an extra d10 and add it to my wound attempt. So the additional one is going to be the white one. The black one is the actual wound attempt. So if my wound attempt is a 1, that's still a fail. The white dice is simply in addition to. So 5, 7, plus my modifier of 4, yeah, we wound. Which means the guilt builds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get there, so we'll be here. Hit him with the Crockbone Hammer 7s. That's 1 hit. Back of the head. Strength is 2, plus an 8, 1, 3, looking for 4s. That is a wound. That is a guilt, but now a reflex. Tears stream down the monster's serene face. It moves 4 spaces away from the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the attacker is insane, no. You need 3 insanity. You did not get that. So if insane, they cannot help but laugh. All non-death survivors gain a guilt token. No, I'm not insane. Nobody laughs. No guilt. If still standing, the attacker may pursue the monster. If they do, their aggression is shocking. A survivor with the least guilt tokens gains 1. I will pursue. It sounds awesome. Survivor with the least guilt token will be my scout. Give him 1. Pursuing means you gain a movement token and spend it. You have to spend it immediately and move towards the monster. And if you're now adjacent to it, you draw a new hit location. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then new hit location. Floating back ribs. The attempt here is still a 4+. That's a wound, no extra luck, no crits, but a wound all the same, which means 1 more guilt token. The monster panics, excreting smog laced with fear hormones from its many nipples. If the attacker is guilty, you are not. Primal fears overtake them. They full move away and suffer brain damage. No, sir. That doesn't happen. So, let's see. I guess we have Randy run in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave you there. 4. Attacking with the cleaver. You must be insane to use the cleaver. Thank goodness you are. 5s is 5s. That's 1 hit. Velvet Chest. Strength is 5. Innate strength is 1. 1+. 7 is a wound. Smog pours from the rows of memories on the monster's back. Full move the monster towards the attacker. If adjacent, Smog chokes you. Suffer 1 brain damage. If you are insane, I am. You see a dazzling city and its greatest champion. Fight the king. The Fight King. With a single punch, it knocks you out. Suffer bash and knockback 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bash. Wow. We got our wound, but now I'm very far away. But we can still do stuff. The scout, though, is a bit slow. Scout's only going to be able to do like a 1, 2, 3. I don't want him to fight. But I'll have him spend, I guess, a survival for a fist bump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you can't get there. Your potential to help is gone. So there's actually no point in getting you up. But everyone else, they can still do stuff. For example, you can surge. Crackbone Hammer again, looking for 6s this time. That's 1. Downy Throat. And 4s. An 8. That's another wound. Another guilt. Thrashing in panic, the monster moves 4 spaces away from the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4. If still standing, the attacker may pursue the monster. If they do, their aggression is shocking. A survivor with the least guilt token gains 1. At this point, we can give it to the scout again. So then we pursue, and then we draw something new. We attempt to wound again. At the Singing Kidney. That's another wound, baby. Another guilt. Guilty 4. And no failure result. I think we're just going to win this on the first round before they can even do anything. That would be insane. Still have things we can do. Jesse, I want you to dash. 1, 2, 2, be there. And then I want you to surge. 4 dice on 5s. That's 4 hits. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. We got 2 first strikes here, so we got to do stuff here. Let's pick this one. Undulating Tail Slime. I have to reroll my attack. 5s become 7s. I missed 1. So I'm actually going to get rid of... Actually, that's fine. I'll get rid of this one. Okay, so that's no longer an attempt. Which is good because that does vibration damage. Which would have just hurt me. I don't want that. Actually, you know what? What if we... No. What if we keep this one and we take away the impervious one? That sounds even better. Alright, strength 4. Plus 1, 5. Looking for 2s. First on the Undulating Tail Slime. That's a wound. 1. Guilty. Then the Velvet Back. The monster attempts to communicate with you. It turns to face. And pain spews from its mouth. Suffer 1 vibration damage. Vibration damage is kind of generic damage, where normal damage gives you a hit location. You determine where it goes. Vibration damage is kind of like a stack of damage, and you decide where it goes. So 5 damage, I could, for example, put 2 to my head, 2 to my arms, 1 to my legs. I get to decide where it goes. But if I have any frail items, they get destroyed. I have none. So I'm okay with that. The 1 damage I will put to my hands, because I have an extra point there. And that's that. Then the attempt. 2s. Got it. Damage. Guilt. Fleshy. 4 arms. Got it. Wound. Thrashing in panic, the monster moves 4 spaces away from the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello. If still standing, the attacker may pursue the monster. If they do, their aggression is shocking. A survivor with the least skill tokens gain 1. That means you will gain 1. I pursue. I am next to you. I get a new hit location. The 7th breast. Where is that one? Attempt to wound. 7. Another wound and another guilt token. Now I'm inclined to fist bump you up. So then you can dash and then surge. That will put you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that it matters. You're still insane. You're still allowed to use your Butcher Cleaver. And then I'll spend my 2 Tenacity tokens just to regain my survival and make progress on Tenacity 2. Butcher's Cleaver, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. It's gonna trap me. It's gonna trap me, I know it. It's gonna trap me, I know it. It's gonna trap me, I don't. You attack the hood foreskin. Your attack sinks into the delicately folded flesh that frames the monster's face. Well, 2+, you're dead. You're dead. Before you even got a chance to do anything, I kill you. Wow. Could that have been any more flawless? I'm sorry. I guess next time we'll find out what the Smog Singers do because I just kicked their ass. And our rewards are as follows. 1 hunt XP for everyone. Cool. Some people are going to get some philosophies. And then the first time the Smog Singers are defeated, we gain the Colosseum settlement location. And then we get 4 basic resources and 4 Smog Singer resources. And those will be alongside. No, don't do this. Okay. I was going to get real mad getting nothing but hides again. But okay, that's that. We go back to the settlement. Incredibly victorious. Alright, and here is our settlement phase. We have set up the board. The only thing that's really important for me to set up here for you guys to see is the forum and the knowledge is available to me. Everything else, we already know what it is. But I got the Colosseum. This is a new location. It's going to give us the Smog Singer specific gear, which I have a chance to now start making. So, gain our endeavors, update the timeline. We are now in year 6, and we get a new settlement encounter. The Clinging Mist. The settlement is hidden behind a thick green mist. Something about the way the lantern light passes through it makes it seem alive. Roll 1d10. A 2. Where the mist touches skin, bright red boils bloom into existence. The painful boils leave the survivors desperately scratching themselves. The returning survivors suffer the worst and must all skip the next hunt. Okay. I mean, it's not bad, but that's not cool. Alright, that's our event. But there's still a story event. Unwanted Gifts. A large red box appears in the middle of the settlement. Roll 1d10. Since no specific survivor is doing this, this is a generic roll. No one can help me. A 3. Dread fills the air. Each survivor lifts a corner of the box. One hears the faint click of metal on metal and throws himself to the ground in panic. Soft thuds follow as the heads of the remaining survivors fall unceremoniously into the box. -3 population. Within the box is a gore-soaked bit of skin. Gain 1 monster hide. Okay. Well, we just lost 3 people. Just like that. I do everything perfectly and then bam. That's it. I will kill 3 people that have nothing to their name, but that is gonna be a bit of a problem. We only have 12 survivors left, and now we can't use any of these 5 to go onto the next hunt. So I only have 7 people to pick from, and I need to assemble another team of 5. Luckily, we are cannibals, which means we draw 3 random resources and add them to the settlement. Those resources will be another hide, an organ, and another broken lantern. All right, we'll take that. All right, other milestones we have to look at. Let's not forget that Randy here got 2 hits in with his cleaver, meaning he now properly has accuracy 2. Before he didn't, now he does. Hip hip hooray. Not just that, I forgot, he's got the full rawhide set, so when he spent the surge and the dash, see if he actually spent them. He did not spend either of them. He still has his full survival. Okay. From there, we'll definitely spend an endeavor to innovate. Always be innovating. Take our innovation deck, shuffle that up, draw 4, pick 1. We have drums, nightmare training, family, and sculpture. I think family is the one we go for. Departing survivors get +1 survival. Nominated survivors for intimacy can have surnames if they don't have one. Newborns inherit the surname of one of their parents, their weapon type, and half rounded down of their proficiency. Proficiency isn't a mechanic yet, but we're getting there. And actually, speaking of getting there, we just killed the Smog Singers, who are a unique monster to us. That's the first time we've done it. So our 5 collective cognition goes to 6. And that's another milestone. So we get the Crimson Crocodile Cuisine. Attain the Blood Dancer Crimson Crocodile Knowledge Card. Nominate a survivor to gain it. Then share it on the forum with the Lumi token. Anyone who gains it will also get +1 Lumi. Blood Dancer is free, baby. It's a theory for now, but when you gain a bleeding token, add an observation. So we'll have 2 people who can potentially have this. All right. With that out of the way, we have some new ranks. Jesse, James, Babs, all 3 of you get new philosophies. Well, they might not be new, but they are new to them. Jesse gets Lanternism. James gets Facism. Babs gets Dreamism. I mean, hey, those are all unique. I'll take that. We already know what all of these are, so I'm just going to fast forward to the rank 1 story. And I'm going to roll my result and tell you what I get. Jesse gets the Light Whisperer knowledge, which we already have. Nothing new. Great. James gets Physiognomy, and they actually get the best one of it. They get rank 2. Then your result is a 3. That gets you Stone Heart. We don't have enough collective cognition to get the next thing. So we've seen this before. Babs, come on, give us something new. Dreamism. Your result is 5. This is different. A straining ashen tendon twitches in the Dreamkeeper's raised forearm. You raise your own arms experimentally. The gesture fills your body with euphoria. Is this imitation? Worship? You feel strong enough to heft the Dreamkeeper's burdens. The collective dreams of the settlement are yours to keep as well. Gain an observation in your tenet knowledge. Alright, that gets us something towards Guardian. That's new. Then, at Collective Cognition 4, which is what we have, the Guardian blinks so slowly that you wonder if, in that fractional moment, it was dreaming. Gain +1 understanding. Nothing too impressive, but we have those things. Alright, so I have a lot of writing to do and a lot of deciding to do with our resources and endeavors. But actually, let me just real quick, matchmaking, we got it. Let's pick 2 people, because we need babies. Let's have Jesse and James do the deed. Jesse on the left, James on the right. Jesse on the left, James on the right. we have to pick the lowest result. That's a 5, and the 5 actually becomes a 6 because we're well fed. We earned at least 1 CC this year, so we add 1 to the result. 5 becomes 6. Gain +1 population. The parents decide to spend time alone with the newborn. None of them may participate in any endeavors this year. The experience is wonderful, and the parents each gain +10 survival. If the settlement has a grand feast, nope. Newborn, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, so 1 baby. Congrats. Alright, now I gotta write everything down, and I gotta figure out what to do. Be right back. Alright, and here's what I decided to make. With all my resources, I've made singing cap, singing boots, singing breastplate, and some extra rawhide so that we can start building towards the singing set. And the rawhide gloves are for the other survivors so that they can get the clothed and satiated bonus. So now everyone's getting pretty geared up. I have a full crimson set, full rawhide, scout as a scout, singing set on the way, and then someone with the dredges. But even with the dredges, they get a fair amount of armor. The Whistletooth and the Broken Lanterns go to the storage. For knowledges here, Nami, our designated leader, gets strength training because she had +3 Lumi from becoming the leader. Cool, she gets that. Ben, one of the characters who I intended to take this year, but thanks to Babs' crazy event rolling, he got put on the sidelines. This time he's back. He has Despair from previously, and now he's getting Blood Dancer, which gives him Lumi. Cool. Mike, because Hunger is there, it's free. This is a newly named survivor. He gets Hunger too. We'll see him next year. These 3 I'm definitely taking, plus the new baby from Jesse and James, whose last name is Rocket. Taking her for next year, and then someone else to be decided. Physiognomy, no one's going to buy that. That's way too expensive. Now my remaining endeavors, I have 3. I will attempt to use it on face painting, now that we have it, thanks to the Keeper. And once I get the bottom result, I'll use the rest on Augury. So, 4+. Got it. Departing survivors will get +2 survival, +1 insanity. This is temporary. I'll record it on my sheet so that it's a one-time bonus. So that took 1 endeavor. And now we can attempt Augury with Jesse. Actually, no, he can't. He can't do any endeavors because he was so busy making babies. So we'll give it to Babs. Babs, you're responsible for trying to make babies. 8+, that's babies. Let's pick 2 new people. We have a pacifist in our settlement. I'm never going to take them out. So let's go with this pacifist who I've designated as the male. And let's pick Sarah. No, Sarah's too cool. Let's pick Sandy. No, Sarah does not have the legendary lungs. So yeah, Sarah. Sarah and this pacifist. If you want to be named the pacifist in this campaign, I will never use you unless I have nothing left. Go ahead and leave a name in the comment below for that character. So, pacifist on the left, and Sarah, this one. 8 and 10. Let's see, 8 is the lower one, so 8 becomes 9, thanks to our well-fed bonus. And we get a pair of healthy newborns. The parents beam with pride, gain +2 population. If the settlement has a grand feast, we don't. Da-da-da, blah blah blah. Move on. That's it. So just twins. Cool? Alright, so you know what? I can bring one of the twins. And their last names will be Paz, on account of their father being a pacifist. Oh, that means that we still have 1 more endeavor. I guess we try it again. We get ourselves another baby. Hopefully. Alright, we get ourselves another baby. Let's have it this time be, now hear me out here. Let's have it be that the new baby from the Rockets, Cat, because Catherine, because Cat, because we know why, and the male from the Paz, let's have them make babies. Now I know what you're saying, hey, these are new babies. No. These are not humans. These are survivors. They work different, so they can immediately have babies. Time has passed. They are somewhat grown adults. They can do this. I'm not weird. Rocket on the left, Paz on the right. 5. Newborn, 1 population. This will be a rocket baby. And just like that, we lost 3 people, but we gained 4. Crazy. That puts our population back up to 17. Not bad. That's it. That's it for the year. We have plenty of new people to go on our next hunt. So I'm excited to continue to hunt Smog Singers. If it goes as smoothly as it went today, I've got nothing to worry about, because I just made a whole bunch of new characters with some pretty cool abilities that I'm excited to move forward with. So, join me next year when we can properly fight the Smog Singers. And I probably won't get as lucky. If you've been enjoying the series, make sure to subscribe to the channel and do whatever you have to do with the bells so that they work. Because apparently they don't, but no one's ever actually said that they don't. People just say that they don't. Have you ever noticed that? Anyways, point is, do the things, get the videos, enjoy the content. For now, we're going to ride this momentum into the next year. So, thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.